So here we have a question about a necklace which is valued at £1,200, and in every year the value increases by 4.5%. This goes on for 3 years, and we have to work out what the value of the necklace is after these 3 years, and watch the accuracy as to the nearest pound. So a little bit of explanation before we jump into the calculation. We're starting off with £1,200, and then we're adding 4.5%. And then whatever we get, we have to do that procedure again, and then whatever we get, we have to do that procedure again. So adding 4.5% every time to get the final answer, final value of the necklace after third year. So that's after one year, second year, and then the third year. So let's look at this process of adding 4.5%. So we really have the £1,200, and we have to work out 4.5% of that and add on that amount. So we're starting off with 100% of 1,200. That's the whole of the 1,200, and adding on another 4.5% of that money. In other words, we've got 104.5% of the £1,200. So adding 4.5% is the same as finding 104.5%. It's 100% of it and another 4.5%. Now, you'll remember that percentage means divide by 100. If we take 104.5 and divide it by 100, we're getting 1.045. So in effect, we have to multiply 1,200 by 1.045. And that will give us 100% of this and include an extra 4.5% of it to get the first year valuation. And then we do the same procedure again. We add another 4.5% of this total, so we'd multiply this by 1.045. And then the same process is repeated. So the calculation that we're faced with is to take 1,200, multiply it by 1.045 to find the first year value, multiply it by 1.045 again to find the second year's value, and then multiply that by 1.045 again to find the final valuation of the necklace after 3 years. Now you'll notice these numbers multiplied 1.045 times itself 3 times. There is a short way of writing that, and it's 1.045 cubed. So we've finally got ourselves a very neat way of calculating this answer. So the expected value is equal to £1,200 times 1.045 cubed. Now the reason for that is that the multiplier, that's what this 1.045 is called, the multiplier is 1.045. So if you multiply anything by 1.045, you're finding the whole of it, that's times the 1, and then adding a 4.5% onto that. So the multiplier is 1.045. So expected value after 3 years, so it's getting straight to the valuation after 3 years, is this calculation. Now we're in paper 2, so let's we'll use the calculator. So 1,200 times 1.045 cubed. That's raised to the power 3. And there's the value, 1,369.399, and so it goes on. And we're asked to give the answer to the nearest pound, so that's approximately, it's closer to 1,369 pounds than it is to 1,370 pounds. 0.3, we leave the 9 there. If you're confused about that, think of a number line, if you like, with the 1369. Only one possibility: does it go up to 1370? Whereas 1369.3, it's less than halfway along that line. So it would be nearer to 1369 than to 1370. So 1369 to the nearest pound.